This is Simon Dillon. Thank you for watching. I feel history is turning a corner. Do you think this pandemic might be the beginning of an Asian century? This stuff might not be of any significance to you, but I feel we owe it to ourselves to be aware of what's happening around us in this world based on logic, instead of getting rattled off a capricious person and what comes out of their mouth. I feel we need to authenticate information. Now, you must be wondering how a person is supposed to decipher that. It's very simple. Just go and Google it. Research it. Do your due diligence. Do whatever you need to do to authenticate information and your belief system. Everyone is talking about the economy, both the wise as well as the imbeciles, the empty vessels, who don't really have any logic behind what they say, but they just say it and the information spreads all over. You must be thinking that it's my intention to hound on these empty vessels, and it isn't. Instead, I want to harp on people you come across in life whose mastery and knowledge leaves you wanting to learn more from them and learn more about the subject. People whose knowledge leaves a mark on you and they trigger a desire within you to learn more, to educate yourself. One such person that I came across is Ray Dalio. Since the time I was introduced to his economic research, I had the desire to share it with my sphere. He has done a lot of research. He's a pro in his research. He's the author of the book called Principles. I find his stuff to be extremely insightful because he's done his due diligence, he's done his research, and he talks based on logic. He has some articles which are on LinkedIn, which I would love for you to go and read. The subject is the changing world order. He has 3 articles posted on LinkedIn. Introduction. Second one is the big picture in a tiny nutshell. The third article is money, credit, and debt. Even if this is a subject that does not interest you at all, and you don't really want to go into the depth of this subject of economics and what's happening in the world, at least read about money, credit, and debt so you can understand how applicable it is to our present circumstances. While some people might find it really boring, I feel that knowledge is power. Knowledge gives us the ability to distinguish between the empty vessels and people of substance, people who have worked hard, people who are authentic, and they've done their due diligence to talk about the subjects that they do talk about, even though you might not agree with them, and which is perfectly fine. Another affiliate of mine, his name is Parag Khanna. He's a strategic advisor to government and global companies. He is a best-selling author, TED speaker, recently wrote this really eye-opening article, which I found very interesting, and especially because it's related to this subject, which I'm really interested in, and it's called The Coronavirus Butterfly Effect: 6 Predictions for the New World Order. You will find him on LinkedIn as well, and if you would like more information, send me your email, and I can add you to my email list, to my newsletter. He talks about economics And he talks about how the economy is rapidly declining. Governments, corporations are extremely concerned about the rising debt of our country. Large corporations are disintegrating. Similar corporations are merging. So there's a lot that is going on in the economy when it comes to commercial real estate, like shopping strips, malls, retail outlets, movie theaters. All this commercial real estate is facing a debacle. Travel industry, including airlines, hospitality, there's a tremendous reduction in occupancy. There's a tremendous reduction in air travel right now. Will the global economy be reinvented? Will this pandemic force the emergence of a more resilient global economy? The world is going to be changed. It will be a different place. The lower death rates in East Asian countries reflect the ability of Asian governments, their foresight in effectively implementing measures to safeguard their countries and their people and their economy. So you'll see that the death rate is much lower in a lot of these Asian countries compared to the West. Asian countries seem to have set the benchmark for leadership and for decision making. Beginning of 2020, China tried for their candidates to run for the World Intellectual Property Organization. America campaigned against it, and neither won. Instead, in the end, a neutral candidate from Singapore won. This is one example of a fractious battle. To maintain a differential treatment, America will really need to demonstrate remarkable diplomatic strength. Paradoxically, a China-led order could be more diplomatic. Most countries aren't comfortable with a very strong China. So, honestly, I don't really know if China will be able to become the next America, because of the fact that most Asian countries don't want China to have that much strength. And as we go through these turbulent times, empower yourself with information, with knowledge. Do your due diligence. While all this might not be of interest to you, I believe it is our responsibility to enrich ourselves with the fundamentals of the world economy. You should know what's going on, what's happening around you. You know why? So that we know who the empty vessels are, and we know who the leaders are, or who the authentic people are. So we can differentiate between fake news and what is authentic. Please take time to read these articles. Send it. Share this information with someone who might benefit from it, someone who's authentic, someone who cares about our economy and the world that we live in. Follow logic, follow knowledge. This is Saima Dillon. Thank you for watching.